Welcome to Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson. For this episode, we focus in on the Miami Heat's rebounding, shot-blocking, lob-catching championship dynamo, Chris Andersen. But before the hair gel and most of the tattoos, Andersen had another passion alongside basketball, so we asked him to meet us here at Fort Lauderdale Archers to tell us all about it.
Inside the Heat with Birdman Andersen. We are heading to archery range to meet up with Jason Jackson, basically show y'all what I do during the off season. Living in Miami has pretty much been tropical all year round. Having the luxuries of being 70 degrees in the winter, you can't beat that anywhere else.
Addy with the triple. And here comes the Birdman! Flapping his wings and soaring.
The way the fans have embraced me and the way they welcomed me into the city, the fans have just been over-supportive.
Oh, my. Andersen says, not in our house. Look at behind the basket. The bird cage is open for business, gang.
Going through winning a championship last year, as far as me giving everything I got on the court, I think they respect that and what I've given to the team and the city.
Hey, appreciate you. Bird, hey, thank you for your first edition of Inside the Heat. Growing up in Iowa, Texas, you developed this love of hunting and outdoors. Kind of walk us through the early stages of your introduction to that.
The earliest part of learning, the outdoor hunting skills is being a part of a country town. Well, that was part of our ag class, was learning how to use bows and arrows.
Not your standard city living.
No, not at all. It's part of our country culture.
Paint a picture of the small town for us.
It was pretty much 2 highways and a couple of country stores, a couple of little restaurant places, and that's it.
You got the small
feed store, got a feed store.
Gotta have
a feed store. There's a lot of cattle raised out there.
You grew up on a ranch. What was the thing that you did most of your time?
I was playing basketball. I really didn't have the time frame to actually go out and go hunting with my buddies. I spent a lot of my time playing basketball in the city, chasing down my future.
How long you been into the bow?
I've been in the bow business now for about 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah, it's different.
It takes a lot more skill. You got to get up close and personal with an animal, and it takes a lot of skill to be accurate and consistent with an arrow.
Bird, Bill, Bird.
Bill.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Bill, thanks for having us up here. How long you guys been up here?
We've been here since '85. We've been in existence for almost 60 years. We've got something for everybody here.
Very good. Well, you have somebody for me. I need some instruction.
I got a person here that's going to make you good.
Okay. Steve, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
I apologize for any errors or crushing of equipment that may happen early on, but I'm coachable.
You're a great student. I know you will be.
Okay, very good. Let's get to it. Smells like a bullseye.
All right, here you go, Jason.
All right.
What you're going to be using
Got
today.
my school colors.
Come on, shooter.
On here.
We try to set it up.
Come on, shooter.
We're going to the short one first?
Yeah, let's go over there.
My first time shooting with a beard.
To help you?
We should let people know this is not easy.
No, it's not.
It's all about right there.
Wait,
We don't want that.
keep aiming, keep aiming, keep aiming, keep aiming. Pull the trigger. Good shot.
Why don't I see it?
It's down low.
It's pretty close to a bullseye.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's not a bullseye.
So in 4 years, I got something to look forward to.
I'm gonna cross shoot his target. Make him think he shot something.
Did you shoot over here?
No. Let it fly. Hey now. Clear.
And let's roll. That means he wants to go and grab.
Ooh, you got one in the bullseye. Oh,
in
wait,
there?
no. Wait, that's mine.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. For Chris Andersen, it was not the traditional path to the NBA. After high school and 1 year of junior college, he rolled the dice on the draft, and it didn't pay off. But after hard work, determination, and a will to get to the top, he finally made it to the big time. But it was the hard way. Bird, let's talk about the origin of basketball. When did it start? When did you know this was going to be your sport?
I knew it was going to be my sport my freshman year in high school. I started playing in the 8th grade, but at the same time I was still playing, football, track. It really just took flight when I started hitting that higher competitive level.
Once you assessed this was going to be your sport, when did you know you were really good at it?
I knew I was really good at it my sophomore year. My high school basketball coach, Rob Stewart, he knew what he had in store for his team and what he had in me. And he kind of molded me into the player that I am now. Hard work ethic and also improving my basketball IQ at a young age.
How hard was the recruiting process when you're in a small town in a huge state to find a guy like you?
I didn't really start getting heavily recruited until the end of my junior year. And my senior year, I really got heavily recruited by all the major universities. And it was tough growing up as a kid, not having that guidance of you really need to put your knowledge into the books and do your studying. And it led me into signing with a junior college at Blaine Junior College in Brenham, Texas.
How was that experience?
It was a great experience, playing with a group of guys that were, hard-nosed and were from the streets. So, playing with those guys, I learned a lot because they were older and more experienced, and I took whatever they taught me and I applied it to my game.
After junior college, you played in the Chinese Basketball League. You played in IBL. Talk to me about those 3 years of trying to find your way.
I was getting pumped up by a lot of outside sources saying I'm going to make a lot of money one day. And, being, in poverty and growing up poor, it's kind of like one day is not soon enough. So I stepped away from my college pursuit and I went pro and went over to China and got picked up by a Chinese team over there. It was, a culture shock growing up over there. And it was an experience that I'll never forget and I'll always cherish. But that pretty much ultimately led me into a couple of small pro leagues over here in the States. It was just a matter of fighting my way through and never giving up.
Andersen's improbable journey from the backwoods of Texas was fulfilled with the first overall pick in the 2001 NBDL draft.
I really got to show my talent and my expertise in that light of the NBDL. At the end of the camp, I was told not to even unpack my bags because in 2 weeks, you're going to go to the Denver Nuggets.
So you knew you were going to be the very first call-up?
Well, of course.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, at that point, it's amazing how the NBDL is still going on, and I'm honored that I was the first player to ever be drafted and the first player to ever be brought up into the NBA.
During his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Andersen was known for his athletic dunks and intensity that won over fans league-wide. He was a player who didn't see a lot of minutes, but was becoming a top rebounder and shot blocker.
The Birdman blocked with an outstanding defensive play.
The Birdman's personality and athleticism earned him invites to 2 slam dunk contests.
That was nice.
In 2004, he was picked up by the New Orleans Hornets, where he had his best statistical season and was a solid asset off the bench.
The Birdman flying.
I knew my role. I knew that's what got me into the NBA and allowed me to continue to do what I do, rebound and block shots and just pretty much be a nightmare on the floor.
All right, so it's July, it's 2008, it's free agent time again. You return to Denver.
Bird was flying.
In that season, you guys head to the Western Conference Finals. What was it about that team?
I think everybody just motivated each other the way we just meshed together. It was phenomenal that we got in that situation. And then once I got a taste of that Western Conference Finals, I wanted even more.
Damn, home by Andersen. Call.
It's interesting, Bird, because now you're the guy. You're a champion. And for a guy that's just not necessarily getting that direct path, people say there's a way.
In the country, we call them back roads. So I took the back roads to get to the NBA.
With a spectacular block. Bird from behind, not by net.
I made sure I tried to make the right decisions to stay in the NBA, but some of the troubles I had caused a couple of hiccups and a couple of hurdles that I had to climb, but I still had that same mentality. I never give up. I always fight through whatever situation I have to fight through and leave that in my rearview mirror, and I just keep on stomping forward.